What's up, this is Squad2448, we're following Splinter Sound Team map building video. Today we'll be building the RV park and the dirt track for the Square Farms map. In the previous map building video we did start the forts, and as you guys can see I have now completed it. It's a very big one, and in the previous one we also did start the lake. I did make it a lot larger, and I do plan on making it even larger. So today we'll be focusing here on the RV park, which will be going over here, and then the dirt track will be going on the other side, which should be a very exciting area for you to bring your toys, everything like that. So you guys can see here at the entrance we do have this giant log cabin house style, which is pretty cool, and there will be a few rooms that you could rent out if you like to just stay and not really tow your own RV trailer, and those you could definitely rent out. So up first we do want to come over here, and we do want to start here on the dirt roads. I'm very excited for in the mowing map, which was the map I did previous build and release. We did have an RV park, everything like that. In this map, hopefully, will be even better than that one, which should be very exciting. So as you guys can see, we do actually have a little concrete pad area right here. We'll be using that for a little mini boat ramp, which should be right alongside of this. So many different things will be offered here. So I'm thinking probably right here is right where we'll put the boat ramp, and then we'll continue this dirt road all the way down. So you guys can see this dirt road will kind of continue down for quite some time, and actually on the other side of the dirt track we'll have like a mini forest just enough, and I think that'll be pretty cool. So as you guys can see, that's a pretty good start. Up next, I do want this to be like a mini beach area for all of those that do just want to kind of go hang out at the beach and everything like that. It is a lake, it's not the best beach area, but it still is going to be pretty cool. So you guys can see we're just going to build this. It is very small, nothing too big, but it is nice that we will be offering this at this. So you guys can see we did build that, came out very nice. Up next we'll be coming over here, selecting on this concrete pad, and on the mowing map the boat ramp was way too steep, not too realistic at all, and the best way to control that and the easiest way to will be to build one of these. So I think we'll probably put this 2-3, that's probably good. We do not want it any deeper than that, and over here we'll probably put this to, let's see, 11. Oh no, this has to go to 1. So as you guys can see, here's the boat ramp. This is a bit too big, we'll probably put it to 6. That looks to be just about good. Next up we do want to kind of put a very nice angle on it, not too steep like we're saying, or else it would be just way too unrealistic to kind of back in a boat trailer or even a jet ski trailer, something cool like that. Now we do actually have to move it over off of that. You guys can see we do have to raise it up just a little bit, and this is still a little too steep, so we'll just kind of pull it forward just a little bit. You guys can see just a ton of moving around. That actually looks to be perfect right about there. We just have to come over here and adjust that. I'm very excited about bringing you guys more map building videos, and I can't wait for the release of this map, but I am holding back the release of it just a little bit longer until I am able to complete it. But there you guys go, we have this very nice boat ramp, and actually back here I do want to come and add just a little bit, that way it's not really just hanging off, but I thought that adding this would be pretty cool. I think actually now we'll make this just a little bit longer, just because, I mean, some boat trailers might require you to go in just a little bit deeper, so that looks to be good, and that looks awesome. So you guys, since we got the mini beach area, next up we'll be working here on the different RV trailers. So up first, I do want to select a few of these small trees, just kind of place them over here. But I'm very excited about this map. This map has been coming on along very well, and I'm actually really liking it so far. You guys can see I'm just trying to add a few trees here to kind of divide up the beach area. Whoa, it looks like that one just did not duplicate. So we'll have to duplicate this, and map building does take quite a long time. That is why I am holding it back. Up first, I think we'll probably start off with the smaller ones, since, I mean, the road is pretty narrow, and then we'll get it a little bit wider. So as you guys can see, we'll put this here. We'll probably put this to 0, probably rotate it 180, and you guys can see that looks to be good. I actually think we'll make this 1.5, just because I believe that this trailer is just a little bit too small, so that's a little bit better off. You guys can see it is a bit bigger, so I think we'll probably put 2 of these just like this, and we do want some distance in between each one. So next up we'll come over here, and we do want to just add dirt all the way around, not beach sand. If you do have any cool ideas for this map, let me know down below in the comments. I've actually got a few requests to add a golf course, so let me know down below in the comments with the common golf course if you guys will like it. I think that that'll be a very cool thing to add. I haven't seen any maps here in Farm Sim that have had a golf course, so I think that'll be a pretty cool thing. Let me know if we should do that. So you guys can see just along the lake is a very nice area to camp, but you could always kind of go into the area, the woods to camp, everything like that. We'll actually put a few tents, probably just one of these for now. And then next up, we do have a ton of buildings over here, objects, which I will be placing all around the map. But for now, we'll just kind of move this off to the side. You guys can see very nice, a lot of open area. I will most likely put trees here, smaller trees than what we do have. So next up, we'll come over here. We do want this to kind of come way out just because of the fact that these trailers that we'll now be placing are very big. So we'll definitely be selecting this. We do want to make sure that we do not select just one part in the entire part. And like we're saying, guys, just very big trailers these are, and we do need a ton of room for them. So we'll put this to negative 90. I think that this is probably good right about there. We'll just kind of adjust the height. I will be adjusting the height throughout the building process just because there are many different heights on different areas. So you guys, since we got two of these, next up I think we'll probably have a few different open areas, and I actually think we might have a few on this side. So I think we might do that. Next up we'll be selecting this trailer and moving it over. But I hope you guys are having a great day today. Let me know how it is down below in the comments. So you guys can see we got that trailer in place. I think we'll definitely leave one open. Like we're saying, we do want to be able to bring our own, which should be pretty cool. And I think that's probably it right about there. So next up, we'll just have this dirt road kind of go all the way over here. And actually, I wanted to do a mini loop around. So like we're saying, guys, we'll be putting a force in over here. Just a little tiny one. So we'll do a loop around just so that you do not have to kind of go all the way around if you are towing or if you do want to leave the area. Just so that it's a bit easier for you. You guys can see just kind of doing these. Next up there will be an area right here for one, which is pretty cool. Next up we'll do one right here. And we'll just kind of continue to do this. I'm very excited about this map. I mean, this is going to be one pretty epic map. But you guys can see, doing a pretty good job here with the RV park. It is, I would say it is a little bit bigger than our RV park on the mowing map. But it is alongside the lake, which is very nice. And like I was saying, over here we could easily add more spots. So we'll kind of come over here. We'll add like a spot right there. And just as we continue, like I was saying, I will have to kind of readjust those. We'll put one in the center there. And I think that that's probably good right about there. Up next, now, and the final thing we'll be doing today will be to focus here on the dirt track. I mean, this will be one pretty epic dirt track, and this fence will take quite a bit of time. So we'll kind of start off on the fence, and I think we will only have a fence on one side of it, which will be this side, just so that you can't come crashing over here, but you could kind of crash off into the woods on the other side. I think that that's probably the safest thing to do, especially since we have grandstands on this side. But for this dirt track, I do want it to be a bit bigger than the mowing map one. Very similar, of course, but just bigger, and maybe even have multiple different ones. So let me know, guys, what should we do? Should we have multiple different ones, or should we just have a few giant ones? So you guys, since we got that done so far, which is nice, we'll be selecting this grandstands. We'll place it over here, and this should just fit. Take a look at that. We'll put this to, I would say 45 might work. Yeah, that looks to be perfect. And wow, that's going to be pretty close on clearance-wise. Whoa, that is pretty close. So I'm actually thinking we'll probably have this come and just kind of turn just a little bit like that and go a little bit closer. So you guys can see that is just about there on the road, but that is fine. That should be no problem whatsoever. Maybe though for the boats. So yeah, it looks like we will have to select each one of these and just kind of move them over. I think we'll move it to right about here, and all I have to do is kind of paste 30 for each one. So map building, you do have to do just a little bit of moving around for each object to get them to the correct position. But once you do get them to the correct position, I mean, it will be well worth the time and effort. You guys can see just by copying and pasting 30, we moved all of them over, which is good, and then that will give us enough room to kind of have this go right like that. So as you guys can see, just one grandstand, it's not too much, and I think that that looks awesome. So we'll definitely extend this fence just a little bit longer over here, but like I was saying, I'm not sure, should we put a fence all the way around it? On the previous one, when we did run into a fence, it did cause us many different problems, and we did actually have to reset many times. But as you guys can see, I think that's probably it for the fence on this side, and that looks to be perfect right about there. So up next, we'll be kind of starting off here on the dirt track, and actually we need a fence on this side, so we shouldn't really worry about that for right now. I will be doing the fence kind of off camera just because that should take a very long time. We'll be just kind of building this dirt trail. You guys can see, very nice. We will be doing all the hills, everything like that as we do continue today. But you guys can see, I think we'll do a very sharp turn like this, and I think that might be a little bit too sharp. So let's kind of come back over here. We'll just definitely put grass back, and we'll come over here, switch this over to rough dirt, and we'll definitely continue. But a lot of just changing up everything like that, just because I do want to get this right the first time. We'll have it come just like this, and have some curves. Have this one curve all the way like this, and just like a bunch of different curves. Have some fun with the track. So as you guys can see, this looks to be the track. It's going to be one epic track. I mean, this thing does look pretty good so far. Next up, we'll be coming over here, and I actually do want the start-finish line right over here. So that's right where it will be. First up, we do want a ramp right over here, like a jump, and I mean, this should be very good. So we got one right over there. That looks to be perfect, and I think we'll put a much larger one right there, and we will have to adjust these quite a bit. Next up, we'll be kind of building up this side just like this for the turn, and this will require a ton of readjusting as we do continue today. And this will actually be a pretty long map building video. I do apologize for those that really do like the some shorter videos, but I do get a ton of requests for longer ones. So you guys can see that's one turn there. These turns do require a lot on the banking, or else like it wouldn't be too fun just having a complete flat track, if you would so call it. So you guys can see just right over here, it is going to be a bit of a challenge trying to get them all to work. Up next over here, like I was saying, you do have to have it lean, and I will be readjusting these as we do continue. But wow, I mean, so far, take a look at that. Whoa, a little too steep, but I mean, that's all fine. We'll definitely have to fix them up. So as you guys can see over here, since it is a pretty sharp turn, we'll definitely add some on this side. Now, we will be able to kind of just drive right off these, which should be a ton of fun, and we'll do that last one. So as you guys can see, we definitely did that, and there's just a ton of now smoothing over it. And then, like I was saying, guys, there will just be trees, probably from right over here, trees will definitely fill in. Probably put a few trees here on the inside. I think that that'll be a pretty cool thing. Up next, we'll be coming over here to smooth, and we just have to kind of smooth it out just a little bit, just because that would not really be the best track as is. But you guys can see a little bit more work, and I mean, so far we'll have to touch all this up off camera, but we'll definitely, you guys can see the slope is definitely working now, which is what we really want. So as you guys can see, take a look, that looks like right here does need to be readjusted, and readjust once again. So you guys can see we got that turn. We'll kind of readjust this turn just a little bit. And next up we do have this one. Whoa, that's going to be one very sharp turn. Very fun track though. And that's the main thing about this map, is I want it to be a ton of fun for you guys. Have just a ton of fun. So that looks to be good. Jumps look to be good. This one we do have to readjust just a little bit. Smooth it out. And the smoothing, you guys can see, really does help out. Take a look at that. Not the best even wise. Oh, do have to raise it up just a little bit. Next up, we'll come over here. This one does need quite a bit of work, and you guys can see just trying to smooth it out, making it a little bit easier. A ton of testing I will have to do for this track to be a little bit easier on the toys and everything like that. But you guys can see it really does work out when you do smooth it out the majority of the time. Next up, and I think this will be the final thing we'll do actually. Now, it looks to be good. In that one, this turn is going to be one epic turn, but I will make it a little bit less, and then you guys can see very nice. So take a look at that, guys. Here we do have it. This is a new dirt track. It is a lot bigger than the previous dirt track, which I do actually have up on another monitor. So I thought that would be pretty cool. It's almost similar, but at the same time, it is different in so many different ways. Different turns, and like I was saying, I will have to readjust it off camera, everything like that. And I am going to have to do a ton of fence work, because I think a fence is actually probably needed just for the safety of everybody, to not have vehicles going out of the area, and to prevent prevent people from kind of walking in and getting hurt, anything like that, or just going on it when they aren't supposed to. But as you guys can see, today was a very busy day for us. We built this very nice dirt track, we built a little beach area, and we built the RV park. Like we're saying, guys, this is the RV park, and I'll have trees coming all the way over here. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and subscribe for more.